So, um, I've been watching this show. I watched the whole season of a show called the Three Body Problem, and I was sitting here tonight thinking about it. I'm like, man, why is that show like really on my mind? And because I was watching The Boys, and I was like, yeah, I really like The Boys, woo, yeah, stuff like that, human things, and how it's depicting how most likely humans would be with superpowers, and it's not very nice. So then the three body problem. I'm sitting here thinking, and I'm like, and something hit me really hard. Okay, in that, the three body problem is there's a planet that has three suns, and it's like bouncing in between the three suns, right? And these people are in this simulation, and it's a little girl who's like, save me, and you know, and a riddle, is basically telling them, okay, figure out what the problem is. So there's two people, a guy and a girl. Well, the girl, she's like, oh my God, I gotta save this little girl, and so her wanting to save the little girl gets her trying to figure out, the chaotic period is what they're trying to figure out, like how long it's gonna last on this planet. Well, the guy, he's just like, oh, when he sees the little girl, he's like, oh, fuck that, man. We need to go here and figure out what's going on, figure out what's the game's about, which is finding out, what's going on with the planet. She's like, no, I don't think that's it, So they keep going up levels, and with each level, something happens, and the planet's destroyed. And the game's like, okay, at this level, well, the planet was destroyed, but you learned this. Well, by the end of it, she figures out that the problem is three planets, and you cannot, in physics, predict how that's going to work. You can't, there's no math or anything, any way for any civilization to figure out, any kind of a pattern with something like that. So she's like, okay, well, that's not the name of the game. The name of the game is to save the people. But you can't save the people on the planet, because all scenarios is the planet's going to be destroyed. There's just no getting around that. Nothing to be done. So how can we save the people? Well, so they won the game, right? Well, then they figure out that, it's not just a game. Some years back, a scientist, a physicist, had contacted these aliens, and they were coming. They're on their way to Earth, and it's going to take them like 400 years to get here. And it's only been like, I don't know, 30, 40, 60 years, I think, might have gone by. And so they're like, well, aliens are on the way. And they have like a whole little cult of people here that they've been in contact with. And they're all preparing for these aliens to come. And one of the guys who started it with the one physicist, he wanted to save birds. That was his thing. Anyway, whatever, you know what I mean. Saving species. And so he was the one that was in contact with these aliens on the way, and he's telling them about humans and things like that. Well, he tells her the story of Little Red Riding Hood, and the alien that he's talking to is like, wait, hold on a second. They're like, we want to talk to the wolf. And the guy's like, no, those are fictional characters. They don't really exist. And the alien's like, so you're saying that the story is a lie about a liar? And he's like, yeah, I suppose I am. He's like, you guys don't ever have to lie? And they're like, do you lie? And he says, yeah, sometimes, we have to. And the alien goes away, and she comes back, and she's like, and it's like, we fear you. And boop, and just cuts them off. No more communication, nothing. All the little things that they've been helping them with, just no more communication whatsoever. Well, earlier when she was talking to him, she was saying that he was explaining to her about heroes. He's like, heroes are just fearless humans that, feared something but went on ahead and did what they needed to do. There are heroes. And she's like, well, humans don't fear anything anymore. And they're like, well, that's not really good, because if you feel that you're the ultimate, there's nothing to fear, well, then you're going to do whatever you want, which is what, they're like, that's not cool, and if you think about it, like, humans don't They don't fear God. They don't fear animals. They don't fear, hurting the earth. They don't fear anything. If you think about it, they really don't. They fear nothing. And to the aliens, they're like, whoa, you lie, and which lying, they're like, so that is speaking words that are false. Yeah. Okay, so you lie and you fear nothing. Well, we fear you. And so they cut off all communications. And they're like, oh shit, Well, of course, there's this other group of people who know that they're coming. And sure enough, that their whole thing is, they're better than us, they're stronger than us, they're higher than us, they're going to come here to hurt us, so we need to be prepared. And so, of course, that just starts this whole thing of happenings. But what I was thinking about tonight, and what I'm thinking is like really freaking interesting, is so, when they cut off the humans, they end up getting with one of them. They'll let them know, like, hey, we're coming. You're not going to stop that. But they start figuring out, like how long it took humans to get there. And they're like, well, by the time we get to you, you're going to surpass us and you guys are going to destroy us and our people will be gone. So what we're going to do is we're going to kill your science. We're going to make it so that you guys can't evolve farther as far as sciences go because you're using for bad things. What I find interesting about that is they tell the humans, the aliens tell the humans, we can't coexist with you. That's it. That's all they said. Well, of course, humans, they take that to mean, well, they're going to freaking destroy us, right? They're better than us. They're going to get here, and they're going to wipe us out and take over our planet. And what's interesting, and just hit me tonight, not one time did them aliens ever threaten the people. They have these things that they call saphons that they send down to the earth, and they can make you see whatever. They can, take things away. Basically, it's like energy that they can form to whatever they want. They can take people over, whatever. And so they show them, like, hey, we're watching you. They show them a big eye in the sky, and the whole world sees it. We're watching you, Not one time do they ever threaten them. They tell them, we are going to kill your science so that when we get there, you can't hurt us. They didn't say we're going to kill you. They could have. They could have made them see whatever they wanted and start blowing each other away. They could have turned a bunch of animals loose and tore them all to pieces. They didn't do any of that. But the humans, and their fucking weird thinking and shit, take that to mean they're going to come here and kill us. They could do it right now, but they're going to wait and get here and then they're going to destroy us. And, the scientist who got a hold of him, she told him, I can help you conquer the world because she said, humans can't fix any of their problems themselves, or they would have by now. They can't. So you come in as higher beings, and show us. Well, once the humans, realized that they feared them, they automatically goes to, they're going to destroy us, even though they never one time said that. Never, and could have. Why didn't they? Why didn't nobody ever even think about that? That they could have destroyed them right then, but chose not to. Not the world, just them, And no, they said, we're going to kill your science. We're going to make it so you can't hurt us, because they have fear. They fear things, not just as a defense mechanism, but because it keeps them keeps them good, That's why they didn't want to kill them. They didn't want to kill them because they would feel fear the repercussions of doing such a thing. No, they just wanted to stop them from being able to hurt them, because they could see that, okay, you guys lied, and the lady called us here because you guys just all fucked up, and I started thinking about animals, right? Like, why are animals, all animals, insects, birds, why is everything born on this planet with the instinct to fear humans? Think about it. They are. Animals will interact with each other, baby animals and stuff. Their only first instinct of fear is of humans. Why is that? Why is that bred into them? It's kind of weird if you really think about it. And, I don't think it was anything learned throughout time, that got bedded into their DNA or whatever. Something has put that in there to them, a fear. And we hear a lot in spirituality, show no fear, can't have no fear, no fear, no fear. But it's fear that keeps us in line in a lot of ways, the fear of, God, the fear of, somebody doing to us what we would do to them, the fear of, somebody, one of our, somebody being hurt, fear, my saying was, love was used against us, not fear. Fear's not a bad thing, really. Keeps people in line, against each other as well. But that's what they were saying. I thought that was really interesting. And then I was also starting to think, why don't humans fear anything? They don't, not really. They don't fear karma. They don't fear God. They don't fear anything except something happening to them, and well, where did all that come from, man? It has to come from something, Bugs interact with each other. They don't fear each other. Animals, when they're babies, they don't fear other animals, but they fear that human, man. And I was thinking about, like, okay, well, Dracos, the lizard people, whatever, all come down here, to manipulate and manipulated people into being these shit bags, that they are. And I've always said, no, I don't think so, man. People are just that way. The primitive brain, all that. I don't think that comes from something else. That's something in us, That's the primitive brain. And I think like these Dracos and all these other ones that might be negative, must have recognized that. And they knew that they could come down here, tell people things, and get them to do things. Okay, like a soul, someone who has a soul, wouldn't matter what you told them would happen or what somebody did or whatever. They could not hurt something else. They just can't. It's not in them to do it. They can't do it. And they won't do it. And, why? Why are they different than those that will? Why would those things need to come down here and pretend to be humans to manipulate and run us? Why not come down here as they are? Bitches, yeah, we're fucking tough. You're going to do what we say. Especially from back then when people were primitive. What are they going to do? Throw rocks at them? While they come down here with ships that they've taken over complete civilizations for? It makes no sense whatsoever. None. And, there probably is some creatures here that maybe they do turn into humans and or pretend to be humans, to do things, probably to get things so they are not living shitty lives, or something. I don't know, but I'm trying to think what I'm trying to say. Hopefully everybody will get it. I think this is really important. There's something here, and a guy was arguing with me about I was messing with people's free will and stuff, and the earth had told him, well, the earth asked me for help with the humans, her immune system was going to kick in, something was going to happen because they were destroying her. And he said the earth told him, oh, don't worry about them, I'll just shake them off like a dog, and that'll be the end of it. And I thought, well, maybe she didn't ask you for help because she knew you weren't going to help, maybe she doesn't want to shake these beings off of her and destroy a whole civilization. She don't want to do that. So she came to some other people who, hey, man, can you help me with these people? And not in a violent way, because a planet, although does violent things, volcanoes and all that, it's just natural things that happen. It's not something that they're trying to kill these people, No, she obviously don't want to do that, or she wouldn't have asked for help, for them. So where else was I going with that? So why are these things here? Why did they come here from, way far away, To do what? To take over primitive humans and make them do things for entertainment? I mean, it'd have to be for entertainment. It can't be for any other reason, because they wouldn't need these primitive people to do stuff for them if they can shapeshift into them themselves. The whole thing, like, I wonder if, like, people really sat and thought about it, or if they just so desperate to believe that humans aren't shit, and are God in God's image, that they will put the blame onto something else that, maybe is doing it, maybe they just want to get in on the fun or whatever, but I still don't understand why they wouldn't be doing it as them. Why are they doing it in secret? Why do they want humans to believe, they're the ones doing the things, but it's really them, It don't make any sense to me. But now souls coming here and incarnating into humans, to counteract humans makes sense, And I don't know. If they were brought here, I just don't understand, like I was saying about the animals. Why is their instinct automatically to be afraid of humans? They don't even know what they are. Why are they automatically afraid of them? Why would beings that were going to inhabit the same earth, one species be given no fear of these things, and then all the other species being given this fear? I mean, it's really weird. That show is really deep. Now, it's only one season, and I'm interested to see where it's going to go, because the ones that are serving the aliens, they have total faith in them, total. And they were killing for them, because, well, to save the others, to save that species, and plus the humans, so interesting stuff, I think. That show really got me thinking, and what it was saying, and how deep what it's saying is, and how we're told about the fear, and how, you can't fear. But I think it's not fearing anything that's what's got this mess going, not fear itself. That's why animals aren't just running around and attacking people. They're like, nah, man, we don't want nothing to do with you. Just stay away from us, They're not like, we fear you, so we're going to kill you. Now, they will defend themselves, but they don't just come after people like that. Just like the aliens, They're like, we're going to kill your science so you can't hurt us. Never one time did they ever threaten the people, although they took it to be that way. Because they're like, we fear you, we can't coexist with you. So that must mean they wanted to destroy him, because that's how the humans think, Really kind of wild. And something else I was thinking, people are like, about the aliens and stuff. Oh, they've always been here. Why? Why have they always been here living in ships? That don't make any sense. They've always been here. Why aren't they down here living here? Why are they in ships, but have always been here in ships? Where are their planets? Why are they living here on ships when they have a home? To watch all this weird shit go down? Are they up there making bets on who's going to make it through? I mean, what is the purpose of all this? And if it's what they're saying it is, as far as the manipulation of the Dracos because they wanted to conquer, which they're already known conquerors of many other planets, Orion or whichever one they destroy, the cat planet or whatever, wars that have been going on. So that don't make any sense. They are conquerors. So why didn't they come down here and conquer? And why would they want to conquer humans as humans? Don't make sense, None of it does. And I don't know. If they got stuck here, and feared humans, and so to keep them from hurting them, they shapeshift into them and try to blend in, and then manipulating them into being assholes for, I don't know, whatever reason, They don't want them to hurt them, but then they turn into them so that they'll hurt each other. No, I don't believe that, man, because, you're either capable of shit like that or you're not. Defending yourself, yeah, somebody runs at you, you're not going to just stand there and let them do something. No, you're going to defend yourself. And if defending yourself means pushing them away or hurting them, you're going to do it because you have a survival instinct. But you're not going to run after something just because it's standing there doing nothing. You know, just because, oh, I fear you, you know, you might hurt me, so I'm going to hurt you first. No, you know, something was taught, not to humans, but to other things, to fear humans, you know, which humans don't fear nothing. They don't even fear God. They don't fear God, their creator. They're not afraid of it. You know, they're not afraid of what it's going to do to them, or, you know, even just having, like, you know, being ashamed that you know, disappointed your creator. They don't have any of that, you know, and it's so weird. And if you really think about it on that kind of level, where the fuck did that come from?